But the great thing is I don't need to talk with this team. They handle business. These guards do a great job leading the team. We got a lot of selfless guys. Flo and John are anchors down low, very selfless players, elite ball screeners, great defenders and rebounders. Lee Miller and Battle for Atlantis is a first-class operation. The post-game celebration, I really wanted these guys to be a part of because the first time I was blown away how cool it was. And it even gets some of us older coaches dancing out there with their music. So couldn't be more pleased, proud of these guys. And they say in college basketball you win with great guards, and I know we lost a lot, but I know we returned a lot and got a lot of trust in these two guys up here.
Questions? Scott, what did you guys do in the second half to stretch that lead out? It looked like there was some full court pressure. You did a few different things. What worked best for you think?
I think our staff, Coach Tang, Coach Brooks, Coach Jacobs do a great job with adjustments, but the players deserve most of the credit because they're the ones that execute and do a great job. I thought James really ran a great floor game, and Adam when he ran the point. And then I thought defensively these guys really, second half, imposed their will, and we got out in transition because of it.
Scott, what did you come here hoping to learn about your team, and what will you leave having learned?
They are who I thought we were. So you got to have great toughness to win 3 games in 3 days. Different styles. They were mature the whole time, focused. It was a business trip for us. Now we get to go on the slides and have fun. Hopefully none of us older guys get injured. Again, humble servants. They play for each other. So that's what we thought.
Scott, you had 7 guys score 8 or more points. Is this the deepest team that you've had?
I think last year, well, the last 2 years were the winningest Power 5 team in the country. The last 3 years, us in Virginia. And it's because we got, there's no great NBA team with one player. I mean, to win a championship, you got to have a team, you got to have a bench. And we've had a rotation, and then the big thing as coaches is when you get new players is they start to trust each other. And I thought James, Dale, Kendall, Jeremy have done a great job in trusting. And then we got really humble leaders like Adam who make it easy for those guys to be a part of our team and culture. They, again, deserve a lot of credit for it.
Adam and James, both of you, how did it feel when you guys began to assert your control in the second half, where it went from a 2-point game to 8, 10, 13, and it seemed like you guys were really getting into a flow you wanted to have?
It felt great. You know, we know how we want to play out there, so once we were able to assert ourselves, we knew we could get things going, and then from there, we just knew we could control the game how we wanted to as guards.
Yeah, I agree with him. I feel like once, we're able to establish ourselves defensively, get some stops, and get out in transition, and we really become fun to watch and hard to guard. Because then we all just get to playing, and we got so many weapons. We got shooters, we got finishers. So it just allows us, and me and Flag specifically, to, make easy plays and just get in the rhythm.
James, to follow up, you had some full court pressure at him. I think you hit collected 1 steal and hit a 3 immediately. How much do you think some of the defensive looks you guys gave them kind of took them out of joint a little bit?
Everything that we get on offense is really predicated on our defense. Not everything, but, most of the things that we get on offense is predicated on our defense. So, we like to turn people over. We like to get into people. So when we get steals, those are opportunities for us to, just play basketball and have fun. We work on our game every day. Coach trusts us. My teammates got confidence in each other. So, our defense really energizes our offense.
James, you've been part of 3 different programs. How long did it take you to adjust to this style, and how does this style suit you?
I think I'm still adjusting, as you guys can see. It's not all smooth sailing. I know I'm still going to have my moments where, I got some growing pains, but I think as the season goes on, I'll get more adjusted to, what Coach wants from me and the way he wants me to play and our offense. But overall, I think this is the best fit for me. I think it's the most challenging, but I think it's the best fit for me because, I'm learning to play with better players. And, whatever level I play next, hopefully it's the, pros, I'm going to have a lot of good guys around me. So that's what is here, and I'm learning to lead and learning how to pick my spots. And, so I'm just loving it. It's the best fit.
James, how did these guys kind of pick you up a little bit after a little bit of off night for you last night? It seems like you came back really locked in and with a short memory.
One thing about us, Coach asked us before the season, like, things we need, when we're struggling and how we could pick each other up. And these guys know me pretty well. So, they kind of know what to say and what to do to me to pick me up. For me, I like to be challenged. So, for someone to tell me, man, you playing terrible, you need to pick it up, that get me going. For somebody to tell me, man, he gonna kill you tonight. Like, stuff like that get me going. And my teammates, Flag don't really talk too much, but they'll say some little slick stuff every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of know how to get me going. And they keep confidence in me. I think that's the biggest part. I'm never gonna lose confidence in myself, but these guys, they believe me.
When you heard your name called there as the MVP, what did that feel like to you, and what can it do for you?
It was.
Moving forward?
Honestly, I wanted to just give it to the program because, as you can see, the first 2 games I struggled tremendously. I was having a lot of struggling with. I turned the ball over, I think, 7 times against VCU, and if not for my teammates believing in me, Flag continued to trust me late games and continue to find me. Coach continued to down me up for pick and rolls and me able to do what I do, then I wouldn't have even had the opportunity to go out there and perform. So it really was a team award, and as soon as I got it, I just thanked everybody, the staff, the players, and everybody like that.
Scott, what do you like about this tournament? You've been here twice now, and obviously successful, but besides just the games and the competition, what else is it?
Well, I think James said it best as far as he likes to be challenged, and as teams and coaches, we want to be challenged. And to win 3 games against NCAA tournament type teams and teams you're going to play in the NCAA tournament speaks a lot and gets you ready, exposes where you need to get better, shows you where you're good. But unless you go up against people, iron sharpens iron, like Michigan State and Arizona State, VCU, you don't know what exactly you need to work on. So I thought second half today you saw the best in Baylor basketball, and we got really good players, but they got a lot of character, they got a lot of heart, they got a lot of toughness and togetherness.
Scott, when James appeared in the portal, is that the perfect guy you went after to fill in the spots?
What James is a no-brainer for me. Everybody has their people that fit their program the best, but when he came in, he's an extremely hard worker, and that's what Adam will tell you our program's about. Guys that come in and work hard and want to get better. Then everything that he's had to adjust to, he's a mature young man, so you don't have to sugarcoat things. You can tell him what you want. Obviously, anytime you're just, Davion was with us for 3 years, Jared with 3 years, so you don't have to say anything by year 2 or 3. It's kind of like dating. You just start dating somebody, you got to figure things out. When you're married a couple of years, you know what your wife likes and doesn't like. So I think we'll continue to go through that process, but the most important thing is James he's a winner. And if you're a winner, then you're going to want to do anything that it takes to win.
Scott, you're surrounded obviously by winners. You think if you go deep in the tournament this year, you might wear your hat, a little more style like Adam?
Yeah, we can do that right now. Okay. These guys definitely keep me up on all the swag stuff. Yes.
All right, we got some questions on Zoom.
Hey, Andrew Miner, wearegoingtowin.com. James, question for you. I was wondering if you could take me through that play where you spun between the defenders into the paint and then gave the lob to Jeremy there.
Throughout the whole game, I've been kind of getting them with my reject, not using the ball screen. So when I rejected it, he was kind of on top of it. So, it's just instinctual. It's working on your game every day, so I just countered it. It was kind of instinctual. And I seen Jeremy couldn't back those, so I tried to put it where I knew we could get it. But I almost thought it was like a little too low. I didn't want to put it too high, but he ended up catching it. So amazing play by Jeremy.
And Adam, for this tournament, playing multiple good teams with multiple different styles and being forced to kind of adjust to a VCU press or the Michigan State bigs, how beneficial do you think that will be for you guys as you progress this year?
It's so beneficial. We want to make a long run in March Madness, and this is a resemblance of how it's going to be like. So as a team, we came out strong every game. I mean, obviously they're a really good team, so it was ups and downs. But as long as we stayed together and put God first, we knew we could get the job done.
Thank you both.
Another question on Zoom?
One for Scott, one for Adam. Scott, first time I've seen somebody with a Starbucks cup on the sidelines, so I was wondering what was in the Starbucks cup. And Adam, what have you seen from John this summer and this season to play so well?
Well, first, normally it's Pike, but today it was the med ball from the standpoint I couldn't talk. I think Adam and James put something in my drink, so I wouldn't talk all game, so they get credit for that. But the great thing is these guys are player-led programs, so they know what to do.
With John, I really haven't seen anything different. I mean, every year, every second he steps on the court, he competes at a high level. And it goes to show today, yesterday, any of these days, like he's a hard worker. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever met. And you can ask anybody on that. So we expect him to come out here and do what he does.
Another on Zoom?
John Warner, Waco Trib. Scott, for the third day of a tournament, you guys had a whole lot of energy. How much did depth play into that?
Huge. To win a tournament like this, you have to have depth, and it's not your game every game. You got to have people to pick you up, and each and every game we've had different guys step up and make plays. So definitely the depth is a big reason for our success. By the way, you look awful comfortable on that couch, John.
I've been here for a few hours. Thanks, Scott.
Anything else on Zoom? We're good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.